Okay, so to jump right into it, we're going to go to the C minor chord on the 3rd fret of the A string. So you're going to go 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, 5th fret G, 4th fret B. So you're going to go down to the 5th fret of the bottom 3 strings. You're going to go up to the 6th fret and play those 3 strings again, down to the 5th, down to the 3rd, and then down to the 1st. The next section we're going to repeat that, so back up to the 6th, down to the 1st, and then come back up again, but finishing on the 5th fret. Okay, so going into the verse, we're going to play that C minor chord shape, but we're going to roll off our volume a little bit to clean up our tone, followed by 2 hits on that 5th fret power chord shape, play an open power chord shape, and then we're going to go up to the D sharp major chord, which is the 6th fret on the A, 8th fret on the D, 8th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B. You're going to bar that with your 3rd finger. Then you're going to go back down to that 5th and play 2 hits with an open. You're going to go around that a few times. Okay, so the pre-chorus, you're going to roll your volume back up again. Starts off on the C minor shape, and then you're going to play an open power chord shape. Go to the 6th fret of the bottom 3 strings. Open power chord. Up to the 8th fret. Open power chord. Back to your D sharp major. And then you're going to play that pattern that we learned earlier. Except this time we're going to add in an open power chord shape. Before you go to the 1. So you go 6, 6, 5, 3, open, 1, 3, 5. Next, you go back to that verse pattern again, so you roll off your volume. And play that pattern again. The second pre-chorus kind of idea, we're going to play that same pattern up to the D sharp major. And then you go to the 6th fret of the bottom 3 strings. And to finish that off, we're going to go up to the 9th fret, and we're going to play a shape similar to the power chord shape, except this time it's going to go 9th fret, low D, 10th fret on the A, 9th fret on the D, which is a augmented chord. It's good for ascending patterns. It's almost like a passing chord. It makes it want to go back to... It makes it want to resolve. So it's going to resolve back into the chorus. So it's similar to our first pattern, except we're not going up to the 6th to begin with. We're going to go C minor. So you're going to play a similar pattern with your picking hand, except this time we're just going to stay on that 5th. Adding that open strum in before we go to the 1. So to play that slowly. A lot of tabs say, but if you play that, the 6th fret chord, it clashes with what the vocals are doing, so if you listen carefully, that's what he's playing. The post-chorus is similar to the verse, except this time you don't roll off. So instead of just 1 strum, you're doing 3. Don't forget to roll off when you go back into the 2nd verse, which is similar to the first. This next verse is similar to the 2nd verse idea that we played, where there's only 1 pre-chorus. And then back into another chorus. Okay, so the solo. That first section, you're going to start with your first finger on the 5th fret of the G. You're going to play up to the 7th, to the 8th, back down to the 5th. So you're going to bend up a tone. You're going to hit the 4th fret of the G and then finish it on the 8th fret of the B. And you're going to go some vibrato. The second pattern is similar to the first one. You start off on the 7th fret, you go up to the 8th, to the 10th, back down to the 7th and bend. You only bend it up a semitone, so you should be hearing. So after you've bent it, you go down to the 8th fret of the D, finishing off on that 8th fret B again. I recommend bending it with your 2nd finger, because it's a bit more accurate, you've got a bit more strength in your 2nd finger. So you go down to the 8th fret of the D with your 3rd finger and finish off with your little finger on the B. To the next section. You're going to start off with your 3rd finger on the 10th fret of the G string, rolling it down to the 10th fret of the D string. Your 1st finger is going to go up to the 8th fret of the B, up to the 9th fret of the B. Playing a similar pattern, you're going to go to the 8th fret of the G and down to the 10th fret of the D. Playing a similar pattern. So instead of going up to that 9th fret of the B, you go down to the 8th fret of the G, up to the 10th fret of the G, 11th fret of the B, and then ascending to the 13th fret to the 15th fret. Second half of the solo, similar to the first. This time, when you come down from the 8th fret of the B to the 8th fret of the G, you're going to play it like a double stop. Kill the noise, hammer on from the 8th fret up to the 10th. finishing on the 8th fret of the D. The bridge I'm going to split into two halves. The chords, the first chord you're going to play is an F minor. You're going to take that minor shape and you're going to put it on the 8th fret of the A. So 8th fret A, 10th fret D, 10th fret G, 9th fret B. You're going to go down to the 5th fret, play it twice, go down to your C minor shape. This next chord I think is a D sharp sus2. It sounds right to me. So you're going to play the 6th fret of the A, 8th fret of the D, 8th fret of the G, 6th fret of the B. So you're going to bar that 6th fret. And you're going to take your little finger off with your second finger on the 7th fret of the G, and then put that little finger back on again. So that whole section. With the lead lines put in, the lead lines are just starting on the 8th fret of the A, ascending to the 10th and then the 11th on the A, and then the other one, you start on the 4th fret of the B, you go down to the 3rd fret on the B, and then the 5th fret of the G. So those two parts play together slowly. After you've played it around twice, you can hit the first chord once, play your lead line, and then strum each chord afterwards. You're still going to play the lead lines though. After that, it's back to your intro, and then to finish off, you're going to finish off on that C minor chord. Alright guys, if you like this video, please drop me a sub, give me a like, I'd really appreciate that. There's going to be some more Chon videos coming soon after this one. Thanks for watching.